what is your jungle effect here in the Netherlands or in some of the neighboring countries? Well, in order to do my research, I went to a very important resource. I went to the Albert Koopsch market in downtown Amsterdam. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Yes. And the first thing that I encountered there was this. And I don't even know how you say fish in Dutch. But this is one of your wonderful healing resources that you have in the Netherlands. Amongst other things, it is very rich in something called omega-3 fats. Omega-3 fats are important for your cardiovascular system, for your nervous system, for your immune system. They have done research in California at the University of California at Davis, measuring these wild animals versus the cows that are just eating grain and are caught in the barn. Those are the ones on the far right there. And the most striking difference, well, they have lots of differences, but the most striking difference is if you look, the wild animals and the free-range animals all have way more omega-3 fats in their blood. But here in the Netherlands, I took these pictures and I have these cows, and I think that they are eating free-range grass some of the time, but I saw a lot of granaries out there. And so one of the things, in order to maintain this important medicine in your diet, these omega-3 fats, is to start to wonder, are these cows eating sustainably? Are they eating out on the grasses, the wild grasses that need to regenerate themselves and produce that substance, which becomes omega-3 fats? So here is another interesting thing. Speaking of sustainability, I spent some time teaching in the medical school in Japan, and there they eat the whole animal. They don't eat a lot of meat, but when they eat meat, they eat from the snout to the tail. And it turns out that when you eat the whole animal, if it is an animal that has eaten well itself, you are getting a lot more nutrients than just picking, the filet mignon or, being choicey. And not only that, you're being more sustainist because you're eating the whole animal. And what kind of nutrients are you getting? These are just some of them, okay? So I was wondering about you here in the Netherlands and Holland, how sustainist are you? It turns out you're quite sustainist. Look at all those things in the back there. What do you call that in Dutch? The livers and people seem to be buying that as much as they were buying the chicken. So there is another part of your medicine. And by the way, I was talking to the butcher, and he said that here you still have breeds of heritage birds. These anciens. Do you buy the anciens? Anybody here? They're the special birds. They're little and skinny, and they don't have big breasts, but they're much better for you than the ones that look like they're made of plastic. So then I walked down the Albert Koopsch, and I came across this gentleman. And he had all these beautiful vegetables. And I said, oh, the Dutch, they love their vegetables, don't they? And yes, you look at these vegetables, and they're rich in antioxidants and all kinds of cancer-fighting and immune-boosting substances. Another term for them is polyphenols. But there's one problem with some of these vegetables. A lot of them are not from here. I asked the merchant, he said, oh, they come from Brazil and Mexico and wherever else. Well, it turns out, first of all, you don't know how they were grown there. You don't know what they've been exposed to in terms of fumes to keep them from ripening and then to finally ripen them before they get. You don't know what the soil was like. And because they've taken all this time to get here, they've lost their potency. And this is another lovely resource that you have. I notice it's mainly the older generation that goes for the dark bread. You want the bread that you could also use to scrub your bathtub or take an extra layer of skin off your face. That's the good bread, not the white stuff that you could use as a pillow. So your mother or stepmother was very smart. She was a nutritionist before her time. And this is the queen of the secrets. Oh my God, my husband could not pull me away from here. Pickles, these are all filled with the most wonderful bacteria. that feeds your intestines. Those little bacteria help you sort out good nutrients from bad nutrients, and it also acts like a factory to help you make the vitamins that you need. So these bacteria that you put into your body through fermented foods are your best friends. They are what are keeping you healthy. And we call them probiotics. So you might be wondering, after all this, what is the best diet that I can eat? It's what your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your great-great-grandmother ate. It's the foods that they chose. And I do believe that every culture has their one most secret, most special medicine. I discovered it. It's your herring with the fermented pickles. So it's wonderful, and congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you. She is my medicine.